Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 8-yard ground gymnasium for today's game between the Fredericton Freeze and your Halifax Hornets. We'd like to acknowledge that the land on which we gather is traditional unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. And now to meet the starting lineup of the visiting Freeze. Number 8, Katie Daly. Number 9, Robbie Daly. Number 12, Ali McCarthy. Number 13, Bailey Russell. And number 15, Eva Talmine. Head coach of the Freeze is Kevin Daly.
Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to live coverage of Maritime Women's Basketball Association action right here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. How you doing, folks? My name's Alan April. Another exciting day of MWBA action. I believe there's 3 games across the Maritimes happening right now. And here at Mount St. Vincent University in Bedford, Nova Scotia, we've got the Halifax Hornets with a record of 1-3. Hosting the 3-2 Fredericton Freeze, as we have our first, I guess not our first. Lake City made an early trip to New Brunswick, but first time we've seen New Brunswick teams here in Nova Scotia, and it is the Freeze that win the tip. Freeze in black and blue. This is Eva Tamwine, and she'll pull up the 18-footer and hits. Tamwine relatively freshly off a stellar 5-year career at the University of New Brunswick, but a quick run out the other way, and Maddie Hiscock lays it up and in to tie us up 2-2 in the early going. Hiscock, the former Mount St. Vincent Mystics, in her second year with the Hornets. Now Tamwine working against Jasmine Perrin, a pair of 15s matched up. Tamwine, similar shot, different result, as that rims out and will be Hornets ball heading the other way. Starting today for the Hornets, Melina Collins, Neve O'Connell, Maddie Hiscock, Jasmine Parent, and Chloe Oxner. It's right there, O'Connell looking to feed Oxner in the corner, and pass just a little bit out of reach. Meanwhile, for the Freeze, starting number 8, Katie Daly, number 9, Robbie Daly, number 12, Ali McCarthy, number 13, Bailey Russell, and number 15, Eva Tamwine. As there's Katie Daly on the drive, puts it off the bottom of the backboard. Now Maddie Hiscock the other way. Hiscock, tough up and under, definitely some contact, no whistle. And a tie-up will remain with the Hornets as Jasmine Parent with a hustle play. We're going to have a baseline inbound here, 14 on the shot clock. Both these teams missing quite a few players. We'll touch on that at our first stoppage. Just 9 players with the Freeze made the trip, and the Hornets counter with just 10 active players today. Beautiful pass and a nice reverse finish. Melina Collins with the reverse off the dime from Jasmine Parent, and the Hornets take an early lead. But Katie Daly right back at you, halfway down, rims out off the bank shot. Collins skies that pass. See, the Hornets want to push. That's for their philosophy, but the passes are getting away from them a little bit here. Already 2 passing turnovers in the early moments. Here's a 3, Bailey Russell, nothing but net. And Russell along with her University of Ottawa GG's teammate Allie McCarthy. Both New Brunswick natives coming off a U Sports bronze medal this year and an OUA championship with the Ottawa GGs. What a season they had. And Russell continuing prolific production. But Jasmine Parent knocks down a little jumper off the pick and pop. And the Hornets retake the lead, 6-5. Good offense early going here. McCarthy's jumper, no. And the rebound of Collins knocked out of her hands and will remain with the Hornets. So we'll get our first substitution of the game. It's going to be Samantha Minieri checking in for the Hornets. Minieri, 6'1" forward. Just finished her first year with the Dalhousie Tigers. Bailey Russell. You don't want to leave her too open. She already knocked down one, but Eva Tumwine on the follow puts it up and in. And you can see that Hornets mentality. They want to run, and well done there as Chloe Oxner feeds Minieri for two. Track meet pace here. Russell on the catch. She's going to reset, top of the arc, defended by Oxner. Russell drives, takes a bump, and is fouled as Minieri hits the deck. As Lily Francois is going to check in for the Hornets. That foul against Chloe Oxner, her first team foul. So baseline inbound here. With, I believe, 14 on the shot clock. We got it. As they get it in for Tumwine on the block. Tumwine, nice move, comes up short with the left, gets her own rebound. Robbie Daly jumper, no, but Katie Daly on the offensive glass. And Bailey Russell, wide open triple, yup. And we're going to get a timeout called here. Actually, no, a little late on the call as jumper here from Minieri, no. Rebound, tracked down by Russell, and now Katie Daly pushing the other way. Daly, pull up, short. Rebounded by Hiscock. Oxner brings it across the timeline. Now Francois drives middle, cut off by Daly, spins back to her right. Too strong on the finish. Rebound tracked down by Robbie Daly, and the long outlet for Allie McCarthy up and in with the right. As Lily Francois now cross half. Hiscock stripped. Katie Daly with the steal. Bailey Russell coming the other way. Russell unable to finish. Daly on the follow, fouled. Hornets foul against Melina Collins, her first. As Courtney Thompson checks in for the Freeze. Thompson with the Freeze this year after playing the previous 3 years with the Port City Fog. Thompson coming into this weekend, or this week actually, he was ranked 11th all time in MWBA scoring history with 261 points. And a violation there on the shooter, Katie Daly. And she'll check out with Vanessa Sophie checking in. Mentioned some missing players for the Freeze. They made the trip without Katie Melanson, Jane Boyle, Nicole Essen, Rachelle Blouin-Brochu, and Tori Janes. Meanwhile, for the Hornets, Brianna Reardon, Amanda Piercy, Anna Parsons, and Caitlin Power not suited up for the team today. So both teams shorthanded. Another turnover there by the Hornets as Jemiah Thomas is going to check in. Hornets coming off a big loss to the Halifax Thunder on, I believe it was Thursday, but Jemiah Thomas was a bright spot in that one, especially in the fourth quarter. think she only scored 5 points, but had several really crafty, strong takes and good defensive plays. Speaking of strong takes, Vanessa Sophie getting to the cup is fouled and will head to the line to shoot 2. Vanessa Sophie was a stellar player for the ACAA St. Thomas Tommies. In fact, Sophie was the ACAA Rookie of the Year, MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year at times during her standout career at St. Thomas. And another turnover. The Freeze defense has tightened up and is causing havoc right now. Thompson, former Dow Tiger, kicks it out to Allie McCarthy. Her 3 is off. Rebound knocked around, tied up. Tumwine and Sasha Dabb on the tie-up, and it's going to remain with the Freeze as Melina Collins checks back into action, replacing Chloe Oxner. Baseline inbound here for the Freeze. Nice play. They get it in for Russell. Catch and shoot 3. No. Rebound. Tracked down by Lily Francois, and she'll push. Outlet for Manieri. Manieri spins baseline. Blocked. Recovers. And Francois for 3. Yeah. Lily Francois splashes the triple and cuts the lead back to 2. 13-11 midway through this first quarter. Russell to Thompson in the corner. Now Tumwine fakes the handoff. Lane opens up and finishes strong over the shot blocker, Sasha Dabb. Jemiah Thomas looking to break down McCarthy. Kicks it out for Francois. Francois to Manieri. Manieri battling on the block against Tumwine. Finds Thomas underneath, and she lays it up and in right before the shot clock. Well done there by Thomas. And a nice steal there. Sasha Dabb steals it away from McCarthy. Dabb on the run out. Cut off. Goes to the right. No. Good rebound by Thomas. Francois for 3. Yes. And the Hornets take the lead. Awesome hot shooting by Lily Francois. And some impact minutes from Sasha Dabb and Jemiah Thomas. The youth movement of the Hornets making an impact off the bench. Francois outlets for Collins. Gonna break down Thompson. Gets it back for Francois. This time she'll pull up, dribble, pull up, no. Russell tracks down the rebound. McCarthy. We'll slow it down. Take the screen from Sophie. Thompson, reverse, gets it to drop. Courtney Thompson was an AUS All-Star, I believe an All-Canadian as well during her time at Dalhousie, one of the biggest scorers in recent memory in the AUS, as there Manieri is blocked again. And that's going to be a double dribble before the shot, as we're going to get some substitutions in here. Sam Storty checks in for the Freeze. Maddie Hiscock and Jasmine Parent in for the Hornets. Thompson, defended by Thomas. Storty. Another St. Thomas Tommies product. Freeze. Wow. That is Bailey Russell with a step back jumper. And gets that one to go. As the Hornets call a timeout, let's take a look at some replays here, and then if we have time, we'll do sponsors. So here's some of the action. Manieri kicks it out to Francois for 3. A little assist in the middle by Jemiah Thomas. Here it is again. Francois, knockdown 3-point shooter. Mentioned her father, Sean, is an assistant coach with the Mount St. Vincent Mystics men's team, so I'm sure Lily has shot around here quite a bit growing up. Nice pass there from Manieri to a cutting Jemiah Thomas for two. Here's Thomas on the offensive glass. Once again, hooking up with Francois for three. McCarthy over for Courtney Thompson with the beautiful up and under reverse. And this time, Bailey Russell. And I mean, Bailey Russell, one of the stars of this league. I don't have all the updated stats here, but I believe Russell is leading the league in pretty much, or she's among the league leaders in pretty much every statistical stat. She's third in the league in scoring with 15.6 points per game. Tied for third in the league in rebounding with 9.4 rebounds per game. Tied for second in the league in assists with 4 per game. And leading the league in block shots with 2 per game. So what a season for Bailey Russell, and here she is. Shot clock down to 10. Storty brings the screen. Russell. Pull up. Halfway down, rims out, but there is Storty on the offensive glass. She's fouled and will head to the line to shoot two. Sam Storty played with the St. Thomas Tommies from 2019 to 2023. Averaging about 7 points and 4 rebounds over 40 games with the Tommies. Misses, I believe she missed both. And Jasmine Parent with the rebound. Here is Neve O'Connell. O'Connell, crafty little behind the back, but dribbled it off her own foot. Now Sophie. Beautiful pass from Russell. Thompson unable to finish, but gets her own rebound and puts it up and in. And the lead is back up to 5, 21-16. O'Connell hounded by Sophie in a battle of the number 6s. And Francois stepped out of bounds on the sideline. Another turnover. As Katie Daly checks back in, as does Melina Collins for the Hornets. Thompson. Courtney Thompson was the AUS most valuable player 10 years ago in 2014, 2015. That was her senior season. She averaged nearly 24 points and 5 rebounds per game. That's Katie Daly hitting the triple and pushing the lead back up to 8. So, as we know, game of runs. And Sophie unable to finish off the run out. If I'm correct, as Oxner's three, no good. So the Freeze led 15-8. In fact, I think we've had an 8-point run, an 8-point run, an 8-point run, an 8-point run. I think the Hornets were up 8-7. The Freeze went on a 15-point run, an 8-point run to go up 15-8. The Hornets responded with an 8-0 run to go up 16-15. And now the Freeze are on yet another 8-0 run to take a 24-16 lead. Game of runs for sure, but this is ridiculous. Storty for three, short. So now it would be the Hornets' time to go on an 8-0 run and tie this game at 24. We'll see what they can do. Collins. Trapped in the backcourt. Hiscock has 2 seconds to get over, does, and a foul as Eve McDonald into the game. Called for the hand check. McDonald, one of the few players in this league to have university basketball experience. She played at Fredericton High School for Freeze head coach Kevin Daly in his 3rd year as coach. But I believe McDonald is in her 3rd year with the Freeze and definitely has a polished skill set. And I mean, great chemistry as well. Growing up in Fredericton, so many of these players played at Fredericton High for Coach Staley, and definitely are friends on and off the court with each other and Eve McDonald. As Jasmine Parent called for the loose ball foul on the rebound. And now Samantha Minieri will check in, replacing Parent for the Hornets. 48 seconds remaining here. And it's going to be 2 shots for the Freeze off that foul. Eve McDonald will shoot 2. McDonald misses the first. So one thing the Freeze have not done well in this first quarter is shoot free throws. Oh, they get that one to rattle in. And a big cheering section for Eve McDonald, or maybe just for free throws here, as that one got a big ovation from the crowd. What a trap by the Freeze, but a nice pass from O'Connell. Hiscock turns it over on the secondary pass. Now Thompson threads the needle. Storty too strong. Thompson on the glass. McDonald, long 2. No. Hiscock with the rebound. One thing about the Hornets, they're physical on the glass. And that's going to be another foul against Eve McDonald. Interesting contrast of styles here. We know the Hornets want to run, but the Freeze are slowing them down with that full court press. As Allie McCarthy checks back in, replacing McDonald, who just picked up 2 quick fouls. Actually, I was wrong. The Freeze run is up to 10-0. They were down 16-15, and now they're up 25-16. Nice pass. Minieri wasn't ready for it. Minieri working down low. Still with it. Oxner, top of the arc 3, rims out. Rebound. Minieri looking to hustle. And with 5.5 seconds, the Freeze are going to have last shot of the quarter. As Thompson gets it in for McCarthy. 3 seconds. Daly. Wow, put up a wild one. No good. And that will do it for the first quarter. Let's go to sponsors when you get a chance. Shout out producer Dylan and the Maritime Athletic Profiles team. Producer Dylan pulling double duty right now on camera and production. So shout out to our amazing league sponsors, Royale, Cushman and Wakefield Atlantic, Proline Stadium, and Support for Sport Nova Scotia as well. Next time I'll do the proper reads. I've been updating my MWBA all-time leading scorers document from time to time, and we'll talk about that for a second. So Jasmine Parent of the Hornets coming into today, 5th all-time in league scoring, 3 points away from 300 career points. Meanwhile, the Freeze, their all-time leading scorer, Allie McCarthy, ranked 7th in league's all-time scoring with 288 points in 20 games played. Mentioned Courtney Thompson. She is 10th all-time in league scoring. She scored 239 points over 3 seasons with the Port City Fog. Now suited up for the New Brunswick rivals, Fredericton Freeze. Eva Tumwine, who's played in all 4 seasons with the Freeze, 2nd in franchise scoring with 258 points. And one thing about the Freeze that's cool, so many of their players have played multiple seasons. As I figure this out, I want to mention, as always, live and interactive on YouTube. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, any shout-outs, any players you'd like to see interviewed at halftime. We'll be doing our best to interview a player from each team. What I was going to say, this is a cool matchup too. This is the all-time leading games played. Both are in this game. Jasmine Parent and Robbie Daly came into today having each played 33 MWBA games, all 4 seasons. This is their 34th game. Both players have only missed 1 game for their team since the league began. Minieri, wow, beautifully done. Footwork in the post. Talked about that a little bit in Minieri's first games of the season. A little bit of Jokic footwork and vision out of the post. I really like when the Hornets play through her. The shot clock is off for some reason, as we had a up and in there underneath by Tamwine. Shot clock's back on now, as Collins dribbles it across half court. Hiscock spinning, kicking for Francois. Crosses over, drives, takes a bump. No whistle, but offensive rebound by Hiscock. Collins to beat the shot clock, no. Tamwine with the rebound, and the long outlet for Katie Daly. Now McCarthy underneath, blocked by Collins. And we have a foul in the backcourt against Robbie Daly. Maybe a bit of a frustration foul there by Daly, as Jemiah Thomas will check in for the Hornets. You see the Freeze continuing to set up their full court press. Francois getting some good coaching on the sideline from first-year Hornets head coach Carla Yepes, as that layup attempt by Oxner too strong, and here comes Allie McCarthy. Tamwine downhill and finishes with the right hand. Well done there by Tamwine. Lead is up to 11. Minieri puts up a jumper, no. And on the run out is Russell. Wow, what a pass fake into the pass and one. Rack that one up, producer Dylan. Melvin would have a cool angle of that. Beautiful ball fake. Let's see if she faked out Melvin. Check this out. Whoop, whoop. Got him a little bit. Froze him a little bit. Gorgeous pass there by Bailey Russell. That'll go in the plays of the week for sure. As Katie Daly to convert the three-point play. Free throw shooting continues to be a little problematic for Coach Kevin Daly's side. Collins misses. And it's going to remain, or no, it's not. The officials are going to talk, and yep. Good job by the officials. Today's officials, should mention, we got Lindsay Walsh, Shauna Poirier, and Nathan Dunn. Great to see 2 women officials in this MWBA game. As Tamwine. Cross court now for McCarthy. Feeds Daly on the post up. Daly. Kick out. Russell. Triple. Bang. Such a sharp shooter, Bailey Russell. Nothing but net on the straightaway 3. She had a breakout season this year for the University of Ottawa GGs, and I would like her to be our halftime interview subject. We'll see if we can arrange that, but what a first half she's having. And again, one of the great things about this league, right? Like Russell, a player, obviously, actually we have a shout out here. Shout out to the Fredericton Freeze from St. John, New Brunswick, from Pam and Dave Thompson, Courtney Thompson's parents. Awesome to hear from Pam and Dave. I have a feeling they listened to my voice a couple times over 10 years ago. I used to do some Dow Tigers games when Courtney was playing for them, and what a player she was. I remember her and Tessa Stamberger playing for some good Dow Tigers teams. As a great drive there by Lily Francois, puts it up and in with the right hand. But Thompson was such an electric scorer. And the impressive thing for, what she listed as 5'9", 5'10" guard, Courtney Thompson scored, as I mentioned, almost 24 points per game her senior season without shooting threes. It was really amazing. Master of the mid-range, gets to the rim, gets to the free throw line. I'd call her a true three-level scorer, but threes is typically one of those levels, and she doesn't shoot a lot of threes. So nice pass underneath, but blocked was Jasmine Parent. And underneath, Eva Tumwine making plays on both ends, able to finish. As the Hornets are going to take a timeout and talk things over. We got replays. Let's see some replays. Here is Bailey Russell. Again, that great pass fake and eventually passing to Katie Daly for the and one. Well, that was out of bounds off the Hornets. Now Bailey Russell, look at that shot form and just didn't even move the net. Francois on the drive, up and in with the right hand. Daly, good stretch pass for Tumwine, and she'll finish through contact. There you go. So, yep, I'll just say it again. Reach out on YouTube. Drop a comment. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Just pulled up Courtney Thompson's stats. She did shoot some threes, but less than one per game for her whole career. I mean, like I said, that 2014-15 season, she scored 478 points and only shot 5 3-pointers. 51% from the field, 87% from the free throw line on like a lot of attempts and a high degree of difficulty. She was lights out as a Dow Tiger. And hustle play there. Jemiah Thomas jumps on top of the loose ball, and it's going to be Freeze ball heading the other way as Sam Storty checks back in, replacing Tumwine. That possession arrow is stiff, eh? Needs some WD-40 on that possession arrow. I can see the struggle. It's like chopping wood. Russell. Oh, a rare miss. The length of Sasha Dabb may have affected that, but look at Allie McCarthy. That's something Allie McCarthy does so well, that little one-legged step back, and able to hit that one. And this quarter, it's been all Freeze. As their lead is up to 15. Sasha Dabb, floater, no. McCarthy flies in for the rebound. Great outlet for Thompson, coming the other way. Thompson, ball fake. Vintage Courtney Thompson getting to that right hand and putting it high up off glass. It was a lot more difficult than it looked. As Manieri hit on the way up, no whistle, gets her own rebound. Now Francois battling. Cut off, tied up, will remain Hornets ball. This Freeze team not shying away from the Hornets' physicality here. As Maddie Hiscock checks back in. And the Freeze will take a timeout. So, scoring leaders for these franchises, and a little bit more about, who's played how many seasons. So, the top 3 all-time scoring leaders for the Freeze, Allie McCarthy, Eva Tumwine, and Katie Daly. Tumwine, Daly, so here's what I'm going to say. The Freeze have 3 different players, Eva Tumwine, Katie Daly, and Robbie Daly, who've played all 4 seasons with the team. But also, Allie McCarthy's played 3 years with the Freeze. Bailey Russell's played 2. Nicole Essen, who didn't make the trip today, has played 2. She played the inaugural 2022 season with the Freeze and is back with them this year. A couple other players, Jane Boyle, who is not here today. Interesting, Jane's not here today. She's a Halifax native. But Jane in her second straight season with the Freeze as well. So yeah, that's one of the things for Coach Kevin Daly's team. So many of these players, you know, they have more continuity, more returning players than probably any team in the league, if I were to guess. And you couple that with some players, you know, out of UMB or St. Thomas with current active players. Of course, the GG's connection of McCarthy and Russell, two of the top talents in the league. Not sure. I think McCarthy may be done there. I think she was a fourth year. I'll look it up. Look it up. As Lily Francois, three no good. Maddie Hiscock on the offensive glass and is fouled. So, oh, I was totally wrong. Right, Allie McCarthy previously played at North Dakota University. So she did finish her fourth year of eligibility, but just two with the GGs, and I'm going to assume she has remaining eligibility. Maybe we can find out. But what a season McCarthy had this year. She was an OUA third-team All-Star, averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds per game. As Maddie Hiscock hits, she hit both? Maybe just one of two. McCarthy now, cross court for Russell. Hornets are in a zone now. Storty drives baseline, looking for that hammer baseline pass, and it's deflected out of bounds. Will remain with the Freeze with 9 on the shot clock. Oh, actually, we're going to put 11 on the shot clock. 4:44 remaining in the quarter. That's a lucky number to some. Storty, beautifully done. Fakes Thomas up into the air. Nice little pivot spin and finishing with the right hand. Thomas coughs it up. McCarthy. Oh my goodness. Freeze transition basketball is a beautiful thing to see, and Storty with another follow-up layup. Just so selfless in transition. Hiscock now on the right wing. Takes a screen from Manieri. Manieri on the roll. Lost it. Tied up. It's going to remain with the Hornets. 11 on the shot clock as Neve O'Connell and Chloe Oxner check back in. Thompson, cross half court. Hornets back into a man-to-man defense, it appears. Sophie driving right at O'Connell. Lost it. O'Connell hits the deck. Tie up. That one should be going the other way. That should be Freeze ball. Did you flip it on the last one? Oh, okay. Sorry. It is Hornets ball. All good. O'Connell, headmans for Oxner, underneath, nice catch and finish, Maddie Hiscock. Well done by Hiscock, putting it up and in. Russell, driving, stepping back, no good. Hiscock with the rebound. And Oxner pushing it up court. Hiscock driving. Nice dish. Sasha Dabb puts it up and in. Beautiful basketball, and the Hornets starting to cut into this lead. It was bigger, and now it's not quite as big. 17-point lead for the Freeze. See if I can find what their largest lead of the quarter was. It looks like the largest lead was 21. The Freeze were up 44-23. But a little 4-0 run coming from Maddie Hiscock and Sasha Dabb and the Hornets. Able to cut it down to a 17-point deficit. But yeah, big shout out to that Ottawa GG season. They had another Nova Scotian on their team as well, Alyssa Provo. Actually, two more, Alyssa Provo and Briar McDonald. So yeah, that team with 4 Maritimers, key contributors. They won the OUA, bronze medal nationally, as nice little up and under on her own rebound by Courtney Thompson. O'Connell around the screen, Russell with the steal. Russell coming the other way, fouled, and we'll head to the line to shoot too. Bailey Russell, 5'9" guard out of Fredericton, New Brunswick. Played high school basketball, I believe in Ontario, in Ottawa at Capital Courts Academy. Interesting, she comes from a definite basketball family. Her mother, Bridget, and father, Bram, both played at the University of New Brunswick. Yeah, both had some good stats at UNB in the mid to late 90s. And Russell makes both from the line. She's got to have 15 points in this first half, and if possible, I will be selecting her for our halftime interview, but we shall see. If anybody else has any preference, you've got 2.5 minutes to let me know in the YouTube live chat. The bank is open on a Saturday afternoon for Lily Francois. Her third 3 of the quarter. And lead is back down to 18. Daly, long 2, no. Right over camera operator Melvin's head. As Francois, back to Collins. Dabb, Hiscock, and Oxner also out there for the Hornets. Now Dabb, post touch. Good help by Russell, and tied up yet again. Tell you that stiff arrow is getting some action today. Thompson. Hounded up court by Hiscock, an excellent on-ball defender. But Thompson, nice little spin. And pull up. Oh, baby. This is cool to see. I mean, I called Courtney Thompson's games 12, 13 years ago, and she was doing the exact same stuff. And I remember, I like her jump shot. She's got a little bit of an archer action. You know, taking the arrow to the quiver behind your head, and same thing every time. And, yeah, I mean, it's money, as you just saw. Courtney Thompson. You would not tell it by watching her play, but she's got to be one of the veteran players of the league this year. And now Thompson with a steal. Takes a bump in the backcourt. Turns it over, looking to thread the needle, and a collision with producer Melvin. You know I want to see that replay. Oh, no. Okay, we lost producer Melvin's, or camera operator Melvin's camera. As little pass underneath, Dabb fakes, takes and makes. Some chaotic action on both ends. And you see there, maybe an ill-advised foul by Sophie, but Sasha Dabb on the free throw line shooting 2. Sasha Dabb, 6'2" forward out of Halifax. Played her high school ball at Armbray Academy and just finished her first year with the UNB Reds. So in Fredericton. Storty over for Thompson. Thompson feeding Tumwine on the block. Tumwine spins. Puts her body into Minieri. Good stand-up D by Minieri, but another offensive rebound and finish. Katie Daly all over the offensive glass today. It's got to be 3 or 4 put-back layups for Daly in this first half alone. Collins, dribble handoff. Oxner thought about 3. She'll attack the closeout. Dishes for Minieri. Goes up a little wildly and unable to finish. Now Storty pushing the other way. Thompson. Pull up. No good. Oxner may have gotten a piece. Francois with the rebound. Thompson cuts her off. And that's going to be a foul against Courtney Thompson. Shauna Poirier watched it develop and finally said, all right, that's enough contact. And that is the penalty for the freeze, so Francois will head to the line to shoot 2. Kevin Daly having a chat with his daughter Katie as Francois misses the first free throw. Neither team shooting particularly well from the free throw line right now. Francois, another Armbray Academy product, played her first year with the Cape Breton Capers. Misses both from the line. Tumwine with the rebound. Just under 30 seconds remaining in this first half. Tumwine, pull up, connects. What an offensive explosion in this first half for the Freeze. They've put up 54 points. 10 seconds remaining. The Hornets can hold for the last shot. Collins blocked by Storty. 3 ball. Connects. Lily Francois. And that's a good omen to go into halftime for the Hornets. But the Freeze take a 19-point lead. 54-35 into the half. Fun game, back and forth action, a lot of offense, a lot of highlights. I'm going to quickly try to grab an interview subject. We'll be right back. Welcome back to live coverage of the MWBA on Maritime Athletic Profiles, joined now by Courtney Thompson of the Fredericton Freeze. Courtney, just talking to you, I used to call your games at Dow like 10, 11, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
It's fantastic to see you out there on the court. How do you feel about your performance and your team's performance in that first half?
I think overall we've been stepping up to the level of aggressiveness that this team does. So I think it's been good. We've been trying to play hard defense, and that's going to be kind of our game for the rest of it.
Awesome, and as I was saying, you had a great career at Dow, were the MVP and an All-Canadian in 2014. For fans who don't know, what have you been up to in the 10 or 11 years since, and how much has basketball remained a big part of your life?
I got my CPA, so I work for Irving in that, and I have a couple kids, so that's kind of my life for the last 10 years, but it's this league has definitely helped with keeping basketball, like a competitive basketball in my life, so it's been nice.
Amazing, and after playing the last 3 years with Port City Fog and St. John, you are with Fredericton Freeze this year. Tell me a little bit about your decision to join the Freeze and why you wanted to play for Coach Daly and with some Dailies.
Well, definitely Robbie and I have history at Dow, and then the Daly family treats me like family as well, so I really wanted to be able to play with them for a season at least. So.
Awesome, that's what it's all about. Well, Great job in the first half, good luck in the second half.
Thank you, good seeing you.
Great, we'll be right back with a player from the Halifax Hornets in the second half of MWBA action. All right, here now with Jemiah Thomas of the Halifax Hornets. Jemiah, first and foremost, your game earlier this week, I thought in the fourth quarter, I could see you'd start to feel some confidence and get really aggressive. Tell me a little bit about your mindset and how you're taking that fourth quarter performance into today's game and the rest of the season.
Really, I was just trying to be more aggressive on the ball. Had to be more aggressive. Had to put that out there and let people know that I am here, and you know what I mean. And just sorry, I'm shy, but just had to keep the aggression, let the team know that that's what we need, and furthermore for today, just making sure that we at least ended up with a good one. Know that we did all of our all, and just ended up with a good one.
All right, I know your last name's Thomas and you're from East Preston. Tell me a little bit about how much basketball was a part of your life growing up.
Basketball is everything in my family. Family-oriented, surrounded by basketball. My little brother, we all play ball. My little brother's in track. My uncle, I know you guys mentioned Terry. That is my cousin. Terry's my cousin. Gentry is my uncle.
Right.
But they both play pro ball. But shout outs to them too, just keeping everybody, in shape for sure. That's it. Yeah.
Awesome, and it's your first year in the MWBA, played at CBU this year. Talk a little bit about your decision to join the league and how much you're enjoying it so far.
I'm enjoying it so far. It's pretty good, just stay in shape, keep healthy, ball's not forever, ball is forever, but for some people, but just to keep in shape and, just keep the legs moving. And it's fun, ball's fun, yeah.
That's what it's all about. Thank you, Jemiah. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Good stuff. We'll be right back with the second half. Hornets and Freeze right here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. And we're back. Sorry about that. Live coverage, MWBA action. Beautiful set play, and that will get Jasmine Parent to the free throw line to shoot, too. Well done there by the Hornets. And again, a skill I talked about last game of Maddie Hiscox, that little over-the-top post-entry pass. Well done there, and so important, especially when you're playing with a player like Parent, who's so good at getting that seal. Do have some halftime stats. Talk about it in a second, but Jasmine Parent now with 4 points, and that officially puts her over the 300 career point mark in the MWBA. Just the fourth all-time player, fifth all-time player to cross 300 career points. Tamwine comes up short on the layup, and the Hornets will look to take advantage. Hiscock faces up, drives middle, drops it off. Collins, lots of contact on the way up, and talked with Courtney Thompson at halftime. She said she thinks the team was doing a good job of matching the Hornets' physicality. She knew that that was something to expect, part of the way the Hornets play, and she thinks the team did a good job. Talk about some scoring leaders. For the Hornets, Lily Francois with 14 points in the first half, including 4 3-pointers. Tamwine now puts up a 3. No. Rebounded by Chloe Oxner. Maddie Hiscock was the second lead scorer for the Hornets in that first half with 6 points. Meanwhile, a little more balanced for the Freeze. Eva Tamwine leading the way with 14. Bailey Russell chipping in 13, and Courtney Thompson with 10. 3 Freeze players in double figures. As Hiscock turns it over on the drive. Hornets going to come back out in that full court pressure. And both teams missing some key players this afternoon. Freeze with just 9 players. No Katie Melanson, Jane Boyle, Nicole Essen, Rochelle Blouin-Brochu, and Tori Janes. And a beautiful pass there. Robbie Daly on the layup. Wide open for the feed from Allie McCarthy. Leads back up to 20. Francois regains control. Over now for Hiscock. Collins. See Parent working for that post seal. Collins couldn't get it to her. Collins 3, no. McCarthy, big time rebound. And fouled from behind. Foul will go against Jasmine Parent.
Hornets foul charge to number 15, Jasmine Parent. Second personal foul, first team.
That's Parent's second personal, first team foul. Daly. As we, a little issue there with the shot clock, but all good. 21 on the shot clock, sideline inbound. It's in for McCarthy. Now Robbie Daly. Looking for Katie, her sister, off the set design play. Now Francois dribbles. Cutting Hiscock. Fouled, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2. Addie Hiscock continuing her stellar play will head to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Hiscock, originally from Moncton, New Brunswick, played with the Mystics from 2014 to 2017. Was the 2017 ACAA Defensive Player of the Year and a first-team All-Star. That's another missed free throw. The Hornets are now 4 for 9 from the free throw line, and the Freeze were 4 of 11 in the first half. So combined 8 of 20 free throws. There's another one, 4 of 10, but an offensive rebound by Oxner. And a 3 from Collins, no good. So the Hornets are 4 of 10. The Freeze are 4 of 11 from the free throw line. Both uncharacteristic. I think both teams are typically pretty stellar from the charity stripe, but just one of those days, I guess. Katie Daly. Super deep three from Bailey Russell, but an offensive rebound by McCarthy. One-legged fadeaway is no good. Collins with the rebound, and outlet for Lily Francois is lights out. Her 5th three of the day, 17 points to lead all scorers, and it's back down to a 17-point deficit. But an instant answer again. Daly off the feed from McCarthy. Robbie Daly was scoreless in the first half, but a quick 4 points to begin this third quarter. And we have a travel against Hiscock. Carla Yepes, who's a referee, getting on the officials for something very specific. That's a very specific complaint from Carla. She's saying, why is she calling that in your zone? The officials all have designated zones, and Carla, with some refereeing experience. I ref for a little bit too, and then I coached, and I think refs especially don't like coaches who also ref and know the rules, because they tend to complain about specific things. We're going to have another tie up here. Good hustle by Hiscock. Good hustle by Katie Daly as well. A little trash talk coming back up the court from Hiscock and Daly. Both kind of chip on their shoulder, gritty players. And a tough take and finish by Eva Tumwine getting the roll. Leads back up to 21. Collins, cross half court. Russell cut her off. Collins fouled. No, traveled. Maritime's got 4 live streams right now. Wow. Busy day. Shout out Maritime Athletic Profiles. 3 MWBA games and a lacrosse tournament. Or just a game. There you go. Oh, and producer Dylan's got the sour strips. Tumwine now. Step back. No good. Dab can't corral the rebound. Russell for 3. No. Ooh. It's going to be a foul against Lily Francois. And I know she didn't like it, but that's a little bit of a dangerous play as she took out an airborne Allie McCarthy. First personal against Francois. Going to be a baseline inbound, 14 on the shot clock for the Freeze. Russell, stripped by Dab, saves it to Hiscock. Oxner floats it up, no. Rebounded by Russell. Now McCarthy. Crosses half, cut off by Dab. To the right hand, no. Rebound batted around, handled by Jasmine Parent. And she'll outlet for Lily Francois. Courtney Thompson into the game, our halftime interview subject. Cool that Courtney switching allegiances this year from the Fog to the Freeze to play with her former Dalhousie University teammate Robbie Daly. Eve McDonald has a big cheering section here. I'm curious to find out more. Maybe I'll chat with her postgame. As there's a 3 from Francois. Rare miss for her today. She's hit 5. Russell spinning. Blocked on the way up by Oxner. Will remain Freeze ball on the baseline. And wide open from the corner is Storty, no good. Yet another tie-up. Jemiah Thomas, our other halftime interview subject, checks in. And they get it in for Thomas. You gotta tell Mark next time that needs some WD-40, especially if there's going to be this many tie-ups. It's been crazy. The old school possession arrow. I'll tell you, the Mount St. Vincent gym's looking beautiful. Scoreboard's looking great. Shot clocks have decimals. As Maddie Hiscock, another second chance point. The one thing these scoreboards don't have is a possession arrow indicator, so we got to go old school. Russell knocks it down. Bailey Russell, how good are you? One dribble, sidestep triple. What a player she is. And you can expect her to have she already improved significantly from year 1 to year 2 at Ottawa, but I think Bailey Russell is going to be a star in the OUA next year. And plays like that are a reason why. Jeez. That is at least 19 points so far for Russell in today's game. And she has not missed many shots. Francois. Too strong on that 3 attempt. Good hustle by Hiscock, but it's going to be freeze ball heading the other way. I could say good hustle by Hiscock on every single play, all game, all season long. It's just what she does. Yeah, it gets physical sometimes, but as a coach, you love that. It's Melina Collins and Sam Minieri check back in. PA announcer Luke's going with the Sammy. I guess that's what we'll call her. I didn't ask. My sister's name's Samantha, and I always call her Samantha, the full name, but maybe Sam like Sammy, or I don't know. Russell, 3, no. And going the other way for the Hornets. And we have 2 Samantha, Sammys on the court right now. We've got Stordy and Minieri guarding each other, so Samantha squared. Nice drop off to Sammy Minieri, and she's fouled. We'll head to the line to shoot 2. Drop it in the YouTube chat. Do you like Sam? Well, actually, right on cue, Heather Stordy says shout out to the Freeze and Sam from the Stordy family in Moncton. So maybe Sam Stordy is a Sam, Sammy Minieri is a Sammy, and my sister's a Samantha. Different strokes for different folks. Minieri, 6'1" forward out of Toronto, the York School. Had her first year this year with the Dow Tigers, averaging just under 4 points, 6 rebounds per game. Hit both free throws there. She's been a good player for the Hornets, averaging 8 points, 5 rebounds in her first 4 games. Really 3.5 games. I remember she showed up at halftime of, was that Wednesday night against the Thunder? I think so. As Thompson cut off and stepped out of bounds. Good defensive stand there from the Hornets to force the violation. Thomas out there with Francois, Dab, Collins, and Minieri. 2 Dow Tigers, 2 CBU Capers, and a UMB Red. And the Red, Sasha Dab, gets the rebound and is fouled. We'll head to the line to shoot 2. Tell you, the Hornets are not making this easy for the Freeze. As Sophie takes a hard fall on that one. It's been a lot of physical play, a lot of hard fouls, a lot of offensive rebounding and tie-ups on both directions. As Sasha Dab misses the free throw line. Dab hits the second. That brings, after Minieri just made 2 and Dab split a pair, that actually brings the average up for the Hornets. They're now 50%, 7 of 14 from the free throw line. And Carly Epes is going to call a timeout. They've cut in the lead a little bit, 21. I believe the Freeze led by as many as 25, so sponsors, if you got them. Yep. I actually just let this run for a sec. All right, there we go. Founding partner, Royale. The league would like to thank Royale, a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. As well, MWBA, a national health solutions partner. MWBA is proud to help MWBA athletes achieve their hoop dreams. Best wishes for a successful season on and off the court. And major partners, Proline Stadium. Atlantic Lottery's Proline Stadium is thrilled to partner with the MWBA. Proline Stadium, the only 100% legal sports betting destination in Atlantic Canada. They are very proud to support this incredible league and its athletes right here at home. As well, Cushman Wakefield Atlantic, Atlantic Canada's leader in commercial real estate. And Support for Sport, proud to be a team partner of the Halifax Hornets since 2006. Support for Sport has raised over $50 million to help Nova Scotians get in the game. For more information, please visit supportforsport.ca. And to wrap it all up, Maritime Athletic Profiles. I mean, today's a great example. 3 different games and 3 different gyms across the Maritimes. Little lacrosse action as well. Any level of sport. They put the professional in professionals and make it look like a full-on TV broadcast as you're witnessing here today. Great team there. Shout out to all the work they do. As Allie McCarthy hits the 3, and just like that, the lead is back up to 24. McCarthy and Russell make this Freeze team so tough. And I mean, they would be tough without McCarthy and Russell. The Daly sisters, Thompson, Tamwine, such good chemistry. They've played together for years, from Fredericton High School to, well, UNB for some, Dal for the Courtney and Robbie, and a couple years now with the Freeze each. But having McCarthy and Russell with their shot-making ability is just a force multiplier. Makes this team really, really tough to beat. Memorable game last year was the Legacy Cup semifinal. I believe Bailey Russell hit a shot to put the Freeze up late, but Courtney Donaldson had the buzzer-beating game-winning layup to defeat the Freeze in the semifinal and propel the Lake City 56ers to the final. As that's going to be an offensive foul against Allie McCarthy. Stolen back by McCarthy. Now Tamwine. Top of the arc for Storty. And she's fouled and tripped up. Yeah, that physicality definitely there. Even after the foul was already called. Storty gets bowled over. First personal against Sasha Dabb. And we'll have a sideline inbound here for the Freeze. Daly gets it in for Thompson. Tamwine wide open. She'll attack the space. Can't finish. Good defense there by Jemiah Thomas. Oxner across half. Little step through pass. Hiscock has it deflected. Dab on the follow. No. What a rebound by Maddie Hiscock. Francois for 3. No. And it's going to be Freeze ball heading the other way. 42 seconds remaining in this quarter. Thompson brings it across half. Thompson, an All-Canadian, former AUS MVP with the Dal Tigers. And there, a 3-ball hit by Katie Daly. Lead is up to 27. That's the largest lead of the game for the Freeze. Hard to believe the Freeze were down 15-8 early. Actually, no, they weren't. They were down 16-15. As Sasha Dabb answers on the other end. But Tamwine right at Dabb. Count it, and 1. Hoop in the harm for Eva Tamwine. I have here on Tamwine. Eva Tamwine played 5 years with the Reds from 2015 to 2020. 6'4" out of Fredericton High, where she played for Coach Kevin Daly. Over Tamwine's UMB career, she averaged better than 7 points per game, and she hits that one to convert the three-point play. 5 seconds remaining. Hiscock will give it up. Oxner for three. No. So after 3 quarters of play, well, the Freeze outscored the Hornets 20-11 in that third quarter and take a 74-46 lead. Take a look here at some highlights. Allie McCarthy downhill, drops a dime for a wide open Robbie Daly, finishes. Then Tumwine attacks baseline, nice little step through Euro and up and in. Melina Collins coming the other way, cut off. And I believe she was fouled on that one. Now, nice pass from Parent, unable to finish, but Maddie Hiscock is there for a second chance bucket. Here's Bailey Russell around the pick and roll, 1 dribble, sidestep, nothing but net. And here's Russell again, step back into the long 2, yup. Francois brings it across half. That's an interesting way to drink. Sasha Dab up through the contact, no, was fouled. Tumwine again drops it off to McCarthy for 3. Yeah, I mean, you can see this team has a lot of good plays, but every once in a while it's just Tumwine and Russell saying, I'm just going to take a tough step back jumper, and they're at peak form right now. Heading into, I mean, I believe McCarthy back for her 5th year at UMB. Russell heading into her, not UMB, Ottawa, the GGs. Russell heading into her 3rd year of eligibility, and for a team, as I mentioned, just won the OUA championship, U Sports bronze medal. I'm trying to remember, did they lose to Sask in the semifinal? Or did they lose to Carleton? I cannot recall. I was at the U Sports Women's Basketball Championship, even did commentary for a couple games, including an Ottawa game, the quarterfinal against Laval. Interesting that Ottawa's got a Laval player, Ottawa. Fredericton's got a Laval player, not suited up for them today, and Rochelle Blouin Brochu. And Laval lost in overtime thriller that I was on the call for the second half in overtime to Ottawa in the U Sports quarterfinal in Vancouver this year. Russell misses a 3. Neve O'Connell coming the other way. Hands it off to her Cape Breton and Armbre Academy high school teammate in Lily Francois. Perrin's jumper is no good. Now Robbie Daly, former Dow Tiger, began her CIS at the time career at St. Mary's University, where she was a teammate of her other sister, Kelsey Daly, now Kelsey McLaughlin, who played a couple years in this league with Moncton. I believe Kelsey just had, Kevin was almost close enough to confirm, Kelsey just had another baby. I don't know if that was baby number 3 or 4. But I also know Kelsey's husband, Mark, is playing for, what are they calling that team? The Tri-City Tide in the TBL against the Halifax Hoopers. Francois, step through, no. Rebound. Minieri will remain with the Hornets. So shout out Kelsey, Daly McLaughlin. Great player, great person. I got a lot of respect for the Daly family and the McLaughlin family. I mean, I really miss the Alex McLaughlin Memorial Basketball Tournament. Not even as much of a basketball tournament as a chance to bring so many people together, but I mean, in a way, the MWBA has kind of filled part of that void in bringing together so many great women's hoopers of all ages here in the Maritimes. So, yeah, just a lot of respect for everybody in the Daly and McLaughlin families and everything they've meant to basketball in the Maritimes in the last 20 years. From Fredericton to Moncton to Dartmouth, Wolfville, Halifax, St. Mary's, of course. As beautiful ball movement. Sophie's three off the side of the backboard, looking to thread the needle for McDonald. Now Daly for long two, no. Russell nearly secures the second chance, or third chance. And it's going to be Hornets ball. You can see the Hornets' frustration at this swarming freeze defense. And stolen away by Daly. Sophie now. Cross court for Russell. Looks like the Hornets are back in their 2-3 zone. Thompson steps through, floats it up, no. Francois tied up again. It will remain with the Hornets. 7:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Talking about the Daly McLaughlin family, basketball, all those connections, and it's very quiet in here right now, but I also want to give a shout out to the why is it so quiet in here? Bounce that basketball so I can continue talking about people in the gym without them listening to me. Here we go. I also want to give a shout out to Anthony Ash, the assistant coach of the Fredericton Freeze. As here is cross-court pass, triple, Oxner, yes. Good ball movement, and Chloe Oxner hits the triple. Oxner, who finished her university eligibility here on the Derek McDermott court at Mount St. Vincent University for the Mystics. Russell, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound tracked down by McDonald, and guess what? Another tie-up. 7 minutes remaining, 23-point lead. Sophie over for Russell. Defended by Parent. Russell drives middle. Acrobatic attempt, unable to finish. Francois outlets for Minieri. Minieri cut off. Oxner throws it away. No, good hustle there by O'Connell to save it. Shot clock's down to 8. O'Connell looking to get busy around the Parent screen. Jumper, no good. Thompson with the rebound. What a pass. Just a little bit out of reach for Robbie Daly. Tell you, 11 years ago, those two would have completed that pass, no question. As Sasha Dab checks in for the Hornets, who have, Samantha Minieri is going to check out. And Maddie Hiscock's going to come in too. Yeah, I feel for Jasmine Parent there. That was a little extra walk. As Hiscock checks in. Francois over for O'Connell. Looks like the Freeze are in the zone too. I think they've been this whole fourth quarter. Oxner feeling it. Hey, banks it in. Off the angle. Back-to-back threes for Chloe Oxner. The lead's down to 20. They trailed by 28 at the end of the third quarter, but Robbie Daly answers. Daly having a nice second half. And the Hornets are going to take a timeout here. Whew. This might be a silent one unless the YouTube chat's got anything to say. Reach out, drop a comment on YouTube. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who you think the player of the game is, and who should have the post-game interview. Where do you got to go next? What? You got to go to Sportsplex? Oh. just on the bridge, right? Bad traffic weekend in Halifax. The streets are talking. Oh, yeah. I lied. You know I can't stay silent for a whole 2-minute break. We've got a lot more action tomorrow, including the Hornets back in action. 1 p.m., they'll take on the Port City Fog, who are playing right now against the Lake City 56ers. And the Freeze will be in action at Cole Harbour High School at 3 p.m. as they take on the 56ers. Also, the Moncton Mystics take on the Miramichi Hurricanes. Those two have a little home and home this weekend. They're playing right now today in Moncton, and they'll play again tomorrow at 2 in Miramichi. So busy weekend of MWBA action as Nevaeh O'Connell comes across half court. Feeds it over to Hiscock. She'll drive baseline. Cut off. Feeds it for Dab. Just can't get the roll. And down on the court yet again is Sam Storty, able to win possession back for her team. Daly, 3, no. Rebound. Quick little look at our out of town scoreboard, and by out of town I mean not far at all. Yeah, it's a final. The Lake City 56ers defeated the Port City Fog 84-59. So Lake City improves to 6-1, best in the league. Port City drops to 1-3. And we're going to get a rebounding foul here against the Freeze. I believe it'll be against Tumwine, battling with Dab. The length of Sasha Dab continues to make things difficult sometimes. I'm going to say no love lost between these teams. They're starting to get a little chippy after whistles, trash talky, clapping in each other's faces type of thing. You know, these women are very competitive, whether they're current active university players or a couple years out of the league and have, you know, work at their job as an accountant or teacher or doctor or whatever on Monday. They all are out here to win and play hard, and you're seeing it today. And another foul as Eva Tumwine will head to the line to shoot too. A timeout by the Freeze. This game's going to take a full 2 hours. It probably shouldn't, but it's that kind of a day. A lot of fouls, a lot of tie-ups, lots of timeouts, and lots of opportunity for me to talk. The other game is also over. That game started at... Oh, okay, yeah. So Miramichi beat Moncton 94-50. So, yeah, that's a blowout. Moncton drops to 0-6. Miramichi 5-1. Lake City 6-1. Fredericton will improve to 4-2. I'm gonna have to do a whole standings thing here. As Tumwine gets 1 of 2 to roll in. And underneath, Lily Francois misses. All right, I have updated league standings. Nice pass there by Jemiah Thomas. And Sasha Dabb is fouled. Because why wouldn't she be? And she'll head to the line to shoot too. Second personal against Katie Daly. Sasha Dabb on the free throw line. Dabb played this past season with the UMB Reds, averaging better than 2 points, 3 rebounds per game in 15 appearances. I expect her to take a big step up in her second season. I don't know all of the Reds' incoming recruits, but they've got a pretty big hole to fill in the middle with former Freeze Katie Butts having graduated the program. And there's another beautiful take to the basket by Allie McCarthy and one. Check this out, McCarthy. It's a battle of long arms right there, and McCarthy won it. Using that extendo reach to get the angle through the contact, but a missed free throw, and that's definitely rare for Allie McCarthy. Oh no, and we have a injured player. Huge block there by Jemiah Thomas, but Maddie Hiscock is down as Katie Daly hits the three. Maddie Hiscock is down, and you don't like to see that at all. So, hoping all the best for Maddie Hiscock. Look to go down holding her wrist or hand. And we certainly hope she's okay. I do have updated standings. So Lake City in first place at 6-1. Miramichi, the Hurricanes, second place at 5-1. Fredericton, if they hold on to this 27-point lead, will improve to 4-2. As Hiscock is standing, and that's good to see. Maddie Hiscock is a doctor. She works as a chiropractor, so, well, not gonna say she can diagnose herself, but from all indication, she knows more about the body than I do, and I certainly hope she's okay and not out for too long. As Oxner faked off the three-point line, turns it over. Allie McCarthy steals it away. And gets it over for Eva Tumwine. Back up top for McCarthy. Three is short. Rebound into the hands of Sam Storty. Now cross court for Daly. Wow, back-to-back triples for Katie Daly. And she's having a big game. There really are a couple different options for player of the game. Daly, Russell, and Tumwine all with big scoring performances. Courtney Thompson, too. Francois. Drop cross, step through, tough take, and finish. Lily Francois, not to be outdone, up near 20 points herself, leading the Hornets. And for Francois, who played sparingly last year for Cape Breton, again, we talk about it every game, especially when you see some of these young athletes like Francois, Thomas, O'Connell, Dabb, Minieri out there, all having just completed their first year of university eligibility. For them to step up into this league and compete at a high level against veteran players, you know, you've got former AUS MVPs, U Sports bronze medal winners, AUS All-Stars, ACAA MVPs, all in this game. It's a big confidence boost heading into your second year. That summer between your first and second year can be so instrumental in shaping up the rest of your university career. And if I were a coach, I would love to see my athletes playing in the MWBA. Oxner drops it down for Minieri, facing up against Tumwine. Minieri's going to go to work. Up with the left, short. Rebounded by McCarthy. 1:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Katie Daly gets it across half court. Daly, the hot hand, driving, Can't finish, but Tumwine on the follow, no. Daly, third chance. McCarthy. So calm at the top of the arc into a tough step back two. No good, but looked good. She just like dribbling like, you gonna give me a little bit of space to shoot? Okay, I'll shoot it. And the fourth offensive rebound of the possession. We'll give the Hornets space here. Sorry, the Freeze. Another chance here. Daly around the horn screen. McCarthy on the pop. No good. Offensive rebound number 5, Storty. Blocked and rebounded by Melina Collins. Just over 1 minute remaining. A reminder, don't go too far. We'll have an interview with our player of the game. Yet to be determined. Oxner for 3, no. Rebounded. Francois, no. And Daly secures the defensive board. Under a minute remaining here. Freeze are going to improve to 4-2. Hornets will drop to 1-4. Both these teams in action again tomorrow. The Hornets will host the Port City Fog at 1 p.m. here at Mount St. Vincent. The Freeze will take the road to Cole Harbour High School, where they take on the Lake City 56ers at 3 p.m. at Cole Harbour High. We'll have action of both those matchups live on Maritime Athletic Profiles, but as I always say, if you're free, if you're looking for some high-quality hoops on a Sunday afternoon, get out to, well, this is the game that will not end. It just goes on and on. Yeah, get on out to a gym near you. Cole Harbour High, 3 p.m. Here at Mount St. Vincent, 1 p.m. Miramichi Valley High, I believe, is where the Hurricanes play. They'll play at 2 p.m. tomorrow, too. All right. The Freeze will finish this one up. They dribble out the clock and improve to 4-2 with a 28-point win, 86-58 over the Halifax Hornets. We'll be back in action tomorrow as the Hornets host the Fog at 1 here at Mount St. Vincent, and the Freeze take on the Lake City 56ers. That'll be a big game, battle for first place at Cole Harbour High School at 3 p.m. We'll be back here with our player of the game. All right, the Fredericton Freeze improved to 4-2 with a big win over the Hornets, joined now by Bailey Russell of the Freeze. Bailey, I mean, what a tremendous team effort, putting up 86 points. I know you had around 20 points, but Eva and Katie and a lot of players showed on a day when you were shorthanded that they can all fill a scoring load. What can you say about your team's performance today?
Yeah, I mean, like when we get the ball moving, get everyone involved or aggressive, like it's hard to guard and it's hard to stop us. We have so many pieces on our team, and I think like when everyone's playing well, like it's fun and it's fun to watch. So.
Awesome. This is your second year back with the Freeze. I want to ask a little bit about, you know, your decision to continue playing in this league while you're playing university basketball at Ottawa. Obviously, you had a tremendous and long season, OUA champions, U Sports bronze medal. What can you say about why you decided to play in this league again, and maybe how playing in this league last year helped your confidence going into year two?
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it, like confidence. It's definitely like playing new people. It's more aggressive, like it's a different type of game, so it's just like switching it up, and I think it's a great league. Like it's great to get all these women out, and I don't know, it's just awesome to play in, and it's helping me like become more confident. I'm trying to bring up the ball a little bit more and just help my teammates, because that's going to help me at Ottawa, where I'm going to be put in a new position next year, so yeah.
Cool, and obviously you're playing with your Ottawa teammate, Allie McCarthy, but also, you know, some of the more experienced players who are done their university career, do they kind of teach you any lessons, or what's it like playing with them who have been through there? And you know, I mean, Courtney was an AUS MVP, you've got All-Stars. Yeah, what's it like? What do you learn from some of the experienced players on the team?
Yeah, I mean, you learn a lot like from all of them. They're all, like you said, so experienced. They have so much knowledge of the game, so just like watching what they're doing, listening to them, like they always have different, they're just really smart and they know what they're talking about, so just learning from them every day. Like we all learn from each other, and yeah.
Finally, big game tomorrow against Lake City, the top team in the league. They won today, 6-1. What's it going to take to go up against Lake City and go back to Fredericton with a win?
It's going to take a lot of aggressiveness. I think our defense is going to be key, and then getting the ball moving on offense so we can get open shots. I don't know, if we just work as a team and we get the ball moving, we should be okay.
Awesome. Well, thanks again. Congratulations on the win and a big performance. And we'll see you tomorrow at Cole Harbour High at 3 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks so much to everybody for watching and everybody who participated in today's broadcast, producer Dylan and the team from Maritime Athletic Profiles. Signing off. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll be right back here at Mount St. Vincent as the Hornets host the Fog. See you next time.